HR told us they can search our personal phones anytime they want. Today during an HR meeting, employees were told that since we use our phones for work-related things, i.e. phone calls to other employees, managers, customers, texts, pictures, maps, all while being out in the field and not given a work phone, that our phones can be searched at any time. I don't think this is legal. I think they need a warrant or subpoena if they wanted anything personal from me. Tell HR that you aren't comfortable shouldering the expense of the company's security protocol, and that at your level of compensation, a device should be provided. Stop using your personal phone for work. If they complain about it, tell them to provide you with the tools you need to work. HR is delusional. People should just stop using their personal phones for work and see how that goes. I wish a corporation would hire me so I could just troll HR. They are overstepping. I would politely mention that work phones should be issued if they want the ability to search them, as your phone is personal properly, and that you do not consent to an unlawful search. If police can't legally do it, what makes you think your work can? If they want full access to a device, then the company can provide one for you. If the company will not provide one and HR still insists on full access, completely stop using your phone for work. Need to make a call from the field? Drive your ass back to the office and call from a landline there. This shit will end real quick if even a handful of employees call their bluff. It isn't. Show them nothing and let them fire you for it. I would stop using my personal phone for work effective immediately. Paying you a stipend? Fuck it. Let them keep the money. If they want autonomy over their mobile devices, make them provide you with one. Just refuse to use your personal phone for anything work-related. They can't force you to. If they want you calling or texting coworkers for work-related business, they can provide a phone for you and can look at it any time they want. Tell them you'll even leave your work phone on the desk while you're off the clock. You'll never even remove it from the premises. Person whose company wanted him to do this here. We experienced this same thing at my last job. We were having associates message clients on their personal phone. This was part of their job, which was discussed prior to hiring. Part of my job was to review commutation when an associate was struggling with client outreach. Could be as simple as a thank you message, or trying to set up a suiting appointment. Us managers could only ask to see the messages but could not demand. My GM and I were super uncomfortable doing this in any capacity, so we discussed it with our market director, as she was the one wanting us to do this. We ultimately ended up on a call with HR, and a few of our in-house legal team members discussed what we could and could not do. We were directed that we could not require nor demand to see their phones as it was personal property. We could politely ask to see pertinent communication, but if they refused, then we were to direct them to immediately stop using their phone for corporate communication and utilize email on a PC instead. It is also worth noting for this topic that at the end of all shifts we performed bag checks. We could not physically touch their handbags or backpacks. We could only ask for them to open it, move stuff around, and open pockets. This was all signed on and agreed to do when they were hired. Moving back to the phone situation. Later on in the year, the company ended up providing all associates across the entire company cell phones so we could review communication without issue and coach from there. I'm sure things might be different state to state. However, our store was in the Southwest, and U.S. corporate was based in NY. Based off my conversation with legal, and much to the chagrin of our MD, asking for their phone was a big no-no which could result in litigation. They made this quite clear. Edit. Grammar cleanup. That's what I get for typing on an iPad. As IT, my response is that you shouldn't use your personal phone for work-related things. If it is needed, they should issue a company phone. It's your phone and it's protected by privacy law. Your company can't search it, and if they try, you can sue them for a ton of money. So do them all a great big favor. Stop using personal resources to complete company business. I'm sure someone will feel the pain when suddenly everyone's efficiency slows down due to not having mobiles in the field. Similarly, the increase in requests for company cell phones will make some heads turn. I firmly believe in quietly and nonchalantly following bad managers' instructions down the drain. I gave up trying to make them look better years ago. Let them fail all on their own. No point in prolonging everyone's suffering. They can search these. The appropriate response is, I will no longer use my personal device for work-related purposes. I will instruct my colleagues to only contact me only through the device that you are about to provide and manage. If you like, while I'm here, you may observe me deleting work-related information from my personal device. No, I will not relinquish control of my person property to you. Alternately, send them a text, or message them a picture of their own desk. Then say, hand me your phone. Your phone is being used for work-related purposes, and I want to verify that you are not taking the text I sent you out of its appropriate context. Any argument they provide against handing you their phone so you can't stroll, though the documents, pictures, texts on it are the same arguments you use against them seizing your phone. Also a valid argument. If you really want to see how hairy my boyfriend's balls are, you could just ask. Technically, if they are using a MDM, mobile device management, like AirWatch, Office 365, etc., where you have to download and agree, add permissions for things in order to access company email. They do have access, usually to GPS, etc., but programs can take control. They can also wipe your phone without your input as well. Legally on a personal phone. No, you should never, ever do work email on a personal phone. Let them pay for and provide that shit to you. Keep in mind, anyone who works for the government. If you do any work on your personal phone, members of the public have the right to ask for your phone records, texts, etc. It's called IPRA. Don't use your personal phone for work. I work for a state agency. They specifically tell us not to ever use our personal devices for work because if we do, our phones can be included in discovery for any court case. All our managers and anyone who works in the field are given phones and are also given tablets when appropriate. Yes, you should stop using your phone for work and tell them that if you are required to use a phone, they need to provide one. They are blowing smoke up your butt. They have no such right at all. Be aware, however, the user license agreements on much of the software you install gives them the ability to see some phone parameters, and may allow them to wipe information. I'd suggest you keep your phone locked, and don't use it for work. If asked about it, simply state you're no longer using your phone for work, because they threaten to invade your privacy. Ask for a work phone. Or, tell the HR representative you'll gladly hand him your unlocked phone when he does the same. Don't ever let them search your phone. Make them provide you with a separate one. That's a huge red flag. I would use a $20 refurbished phone with a number that is VoIP-based service.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.